this like a toy shop? Yeah. Place he's maybe made into his own.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
You would think with all the birds here that he might still be around, but... Hello.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
Guess there's a few things we can just take. Oh, somebody was evicted. Due to the non-payment of rent for the premises used for shopkeeping purposes, the Administrative Court of Beauclair orders the tenant Alric Toussaint to vacate the premises within 7 days. Not complying with the eviction notice shall cause a custodial sentence to be imposed on the debtor. The length of the sentence shall be determined by the debtor's court.
Somebody fixed this recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Yeah, you and me both.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
We've got a letter to the shopkeeper. Dear Mr. Shopkeeper, for a long time I've been asking my parents to buy me a toy. Mommy always cries and says we haven't got any money. Daddy gets cross when I ask him when he will earn some, and once he nearly hit me. My friends have beautiful toys. Laura has a teddy bear, Michelle has a doll with golden hair that you can brush with a real comb. I worry that I will never have a toy, which is why I'm writing to you, Master Shopkeeper. I wanted to write this letter to you a long time ago, but I didn't know how to write then. Now I know. If you have a pretty toy that other children don't want, I will look after it. It will be happy with me. Please don't laugh at me. I know I'm little, but I also know that toys are not really alive. They only live in our imagination. But so what? I would love it very much. Isa. Or Isa. I wonder if Isa is one of the children that we've met in the past. I don't recall one specifically, but that would be kind of interesting.
Nice little trinket.
There's all sorts of stuff here.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
It's actually kind of funny because there are Geralt
Somebody fixed this
toys
recently.
out there. So the toys have also been fixed.
Attic, let's go.
That's
So
not
this
good.
is his nest. Need to look around.
Got a letter here.
Detloff van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe.
Oh.
You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail,
Okay.
and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlav killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
It seems a little bit like that can't be the only way that they've contacted him. Who would be black?
Any idea what it could be? Detloff have any enemies?
Indeed, Detlav gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Detlav yourself, whoever it is someone new.
And do you know who Renowed is?
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover.
Oh.
The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted
I
him.
guess that's her.
With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came round to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why? What gave him that impression that she'd gone missing?
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off, perhaps, by a bout of Detlef's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
It's possible.
Detlef have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him.
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Detlef is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Huh. Do you know if he ever went to look for her?
Detlef ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly, Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover our tracks, leave no way for him to find
Yeah,
out.
something's weird.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
Well, anything, quite obviously.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
Okay, so this all started with us being called here to slay this beast who was killing people. Turns out this beast is Detlef. And now we know why he's doing it.
Woman's likeness.
Being blackmailed.
Bit smudged. That Renowed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
Really? Somebody... No, I'm not sure.
Tools were used recently. Detlef unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Well, I mean, it's a valid question.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not
Yeah,
certain
it's
why, but
not
it
creepy
reminds
at
me
all.
of home. Our true home, from before the conjunction of spheres.
Oh, suddenly it makes sense. Letters naming the beast targets. Okay, more information on these
Look,
targets.
slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detlef's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink.
So if we could find... Maybe this is different kind of ink than what's normally used or something?
See the color? Ink was dyed with
Yeah.
silverite.
Here we go.
Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire.
CSI
But I fear
Beauclair.
it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Okay.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Okay, so let's do a recap.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Well, innocence is kind of an interesting word here because he did the killings.
Not how I'd put it. Doubt it's how the Duchess will see it either.
I trust you to convince her. And then
What?
It's not
Go
about
on,
that,
don't
though.
be shy. See, you've got it all figured out, including the grin I gotta wear.
It's a rather bold plan, but were we to find Renowed, we would strip the blackmailers of their hold on Detlef.
Of course.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
I thought the
He
card
will.
said he had like
On a
3
wait
days
with
or
you,
something.
maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
The plot thickens. I don't know how we're going to explain this to her. But surely she's not just going to be like, oh, okay, that seems fine. There we go. All right, Roach, let's ride and clear my head. This all started with a beast, as it usually does in our world. And now, full-fledged murder investigation. But not even so. Now it's kidnapping, blackmail, murder. It's all here. Oh, I was like, what are you guys doing? Beep, beep. This is kind of a cool area. I don't know if that ink is did he say it was expensive? It could be. Expensive ink, wine. I mean, could be somebody close to the Duchess or even the Duchess. Everybody's a suspect, really.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flouted, tricked, and brought in chains.
Slower.
Really cool. We actually haven't spent a lot of time in the cities, so I'm just trying to stroll through here and check things out. Excuse me, everybody. I'm bigger than you. Sorry. The statues are cool. This is the palace.
Doth one know? Slot, doth one black?
Rossi, you're all right. You wear my ring, and you hold me tight.
Bloody hell.
It's a pretty nice view. Can you imagine waking up to that every day? That'd be fine. Roach is gonna need a nap after
Slow
this
now.
one.
Hold on!
Don't be dramatic, I barely bumped you. Hey Roach, you wait here.
They're smearing his hiney with honey. I don't know why.
I heard that.
I've no time.
I see my friends.
Yeah, just remember. Panics. Basically snap my fingers in front of him.
The palace is secure.
Preparations.
Yes, your grace wish.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
No, that's not exactly
Step
true.
aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Yeah, well, not quite.
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Just hold on.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
You believe that?
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
I don't know. I don't know if we want this guy involved.
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
Yeah, if that was the case, you wouldn't have hired
40,
me in the first
50,
place.
100. Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Echimaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
This isn't monster in the traditional sense.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Tja, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Well, at least he's starting to come around here. We just want to find him right now. That's the main concern.
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
I think this is the quickest way, to be honest.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnap the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
Find the woman.
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
She's not totally buying it, I don't think.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
She's easy.
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop!
Why? What does she know?
In Toussaint, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Estest, Ervelus, Fiorano,
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap.
Is he going to be able to identify this just by
Benoit, can
smell?
you determine which wine made this stain?
Wow, okay. This is going to be impressive.
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Retour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
Jeez, it's impressive.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table.
Yeah, which means...
Perhaps some Saint Real was stolen. We must go to the vineyard.
No.
See if there's not been an incident.
As I was posturing on the way up here, I really think that somebody close to her, or close to this group.
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint Real, it is Saint Real. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
What do you mean by we?
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me?
Why do you want to
Out
get
of the
so
question.
involved? Maybe to cover her tracks. I don't know. I don't know.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
To be fair, you've always been Anna to me.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
I do need a little bit of time.
Need more time.
Make haste. Time is of the essence.
Yep, you got it. So we just come back here when we want to, I guess. That's cool. We've got a lot on the go. I'm just thinking maybe we can squeeze in a little bit of Gwent. That would be kind of cool. We do have this house we could go to try and find those cards. Why don't we jump over there? It's actually not even too far away. And then from there, we'll just we could just jump back to this location. That'll work. Okay, so it's Cooper's Gate. Whoa, we come in swinging. Search for a house with a tree-shaped crest outside the walls. Hotville. Here's a tree-shaped crest.
Tree on the sign. Must be the house.
No, of course it's locked. Gotta be another way in. Maybe up top or something?
Medallion's humming. Something's not quite right.
Oh, really?
Need to go around.
Eat, drink, and loosen your belt, for you are in...
Bloody hell.
The famed Geralt of Rivia, lover of witches and succubi.
I mean, maybe this is the right approach? Probably not even close. Oh, actually. Yeah, that'll work. A garden key. That's helpful. Guess that's how we can get out of here. Whoa, not these. This is bad. This is a tight space to have this be going on here. Come on. Trying to dodge his little spawns here too. There we go.
Under the rose bush. Alright.
Find the hidden cards using your Witcher senses. This would be the rose bush.
Just like she said. And the Gwent cards, as promised.
So now, I wonder, somebody who actually works at CD Projekt Red messaged me on Twitter and said you might have this problem where on this specific quest, you may find that you don't get any additional Gwent cards because they're non-unique cards. They're strong, but they're non-unique. So it appears that that's actually what's happened. I don't see any new cards that have been added, which is kind of unfortunate. But at least we can say that we've come here and visited this place. Killed an Archospore. Let's just use, I assume, the key will open this. There we go. Okay, well, at least we know where the place is. It's too bad. I guess it's suited better if you don't have a bunch of Gwent cards already. I wish they would put some unique ones in there, obviously, but it's not meant to be. So we're gonna head to Beauclair Palace. We'll take a break here, and we come back. We will talk to Anna and let her know that we are good to go. Look at that. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.